Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of surface area. This is standard 8.7b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 9 off the 2018 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a container, and look what it tells us. It's shaped like a triangular prism, but I don't see a triangular prism on the screen. I just see a triangle. So each base of the container is an equilateral triangle, so we have the dimensions of, these are our bases. But we need to find the lateral surface area, and they are going to give you a height of 15 centimeters. So you know what I'm going to do? Just so that it makes a little bit more sense, I'm going to see if I can kind of draw visual representation here of what I think this triangular prism might look like, just so we kind of have a visual. Alright, so that's really what we're looking at right here, and I would suggest you maybe want to draw your own if that's what helps. So there's your 3/6, and then your height is 15. So that's what they give you in the text, but they don't necessarily give you that in the picture. So if we're just looking at the picture, it's going to be kind of confusing. All right, so we need to find the lateral surface area. Well, how do we find the lateral surface area of a prism? Because this is a triangular prism. Well, if we go to our mathematics chart, we're going to see that it's pretty clear. If we're looking for lateral, we are simply looking at the perimeter times the height. Now, why does that work? Because the lateral surface area is looking at these three rectangular faces, right? That one right there, that one right there, and then the one in the back. It needs to add up the surface area of those three rectangular faces that are connecting the two triangular bases. And why would it simply be the perimeter times the height? Well, you see that each of these three sides here, it's this side right here times the height, and it's this side right here times the height. Those are the two front faces, and then it's that side right there times the height. And if you add those three together, you get your lateral surface area. And so it's going to be 6 times 15. That's one of the faces, right? Plus 6 times 15 plus another 6 times 15. Guess what all of these have in common? You can factor out that 6 and that 15, but in this case we're going to do 15 just because we're lucky that we've got this equilateral triangle here. Typically it's not like that. So if we factor out the height, you're going to get 15, right? And then you need to add what's left, 6 plus 6 plus 6. Guess what 6 plus 6 plus 6 is? That's the perimeter of the base, and that's the height. So that's why we do perimeter times the height, is the perimeter touches all of the rectangular faces that are touching, and the height is the other dimension you need. So let's just figure this out here. 6 plus 6, so that's going to be 15 times 18. So you could have done this without drawing the picture if you would have just added these three right here. It's the perimeter of the base, 18 times 15. But you could also do it like this. So it's 8th grade. Let's pull out the calculator real quick, and we'll do 15 times 18, and we're going to get 270. So no decimals, no fuss, no muss. We do need to go ahead and bubble this in. So remember, you've always got that very skinny column right here that's got the decimal, no bubbles underneath it. You have 2 digits to the right. You do not need either of those. Don't even worry about putting the zeros in there. Those are just assumed to be 0 unless you put something else in there. If you put zeros in there, it's not going to be wrong. There's just no need to. We don't write numbers like that. You just put your 270 in right there. Make sure we're bubbling in the 2 and the 7. We don't need anything in the thousands place. You don't need to worry about the plus or minus, because if you don't bubble those in, it's assumed to be positive. And so there's your answer, 270 square centimeters.